Hello, welcome back. I'm going to be taking you through 25-minute Pilates class. All you're going to need is a mat. All right, let's get started. All right, let's warm it up. Start by rolling down one vertebrae at a time. Head is heavy, melting down the lower body. Inhale, deep breath in. Exhale, crawl forward to a high plank push-up position. Shoulders over the wrists. Hold. Feel your center. And then you're going to take your knees down underneath your hips, contracting the abdominals, rounding through a cat. Inhale, drop the belly, cow. Again, cat and cow. Coming to neutral. Your abdominals are engaged. You should feel like you're in a plank still. Extend your right leg and your left arm. One straight line through the body. We round everything in toward the center with an exhale. Inhale, stretch. Exhale, center. Inhale, stretch. Contract. Extend. One more time. Let's do one cat-cow. Engage the core. Same thing with the other side, extending that left leg behind you, right arm in front of you. You may feel a little off balance here. That's totally normal. We're trying to feel the center of your body. We're moving in toward the center and then reaching away from the center. Exhaling as you come in, inhaling as you stretch. One more. And let's take this to a child's pose, opening up the lower back and the shoulders. Remember, this is a sort of advanced class. We're moving quickly, but each exercise should feel like you're moving slow within it. So take your time and breathe. Flex your feet, sit up nice and tall, arms up overhead. Slowly contracting the abdominals as you round down one vertebrae at a time. Hollow out that midsection. Inhale. Exhale, tuck the chin, reach in front of you, and slowly round up. Do not rock yourself up. You're gently placing yourself down slowly on the floor. You should have a mat underneath you. With this one, we're going to pause just before the shoulders hit. Tuck the knees in. You're in a tiny little ball. Then take your knees to a 90-degree angle. Your lower back is anchored to the floor. Palms to the floor. We pulse down for 2 and then up. And down, 2, up, 2, down and up. Extended legs. These are called hundreds. That's your full version. Modified is bent knees or feet to the floor. Choose which one's best for you. Keep breathing. Again, we're not doing a traditional 100 here. Tuck everything in. Head to the floor. Circle it out. At any point, you can come back to this stretch if you feel like it's too much. Moving on. You're going to tuck your chin. Make sure you have a lot of length through the back of the neck. Okay. You're in a tiny little ball. Extend the left leg and hold on to that right knee. We pulse for 2 and switch. 1, 2, 1, 2. Lengthening through both legs here. Tuck everything in, head to the floor, circle it out. All right, coming back to that tuck position. Same thing now with extended legs. Grabbing onto that shin and 1, 2, 1, 2. You can always slightly bend your knees with this as a modifier or do the exercise we did just before. Flexing your feet. And relax, circle it out. Keep opening up that lower back. Both knees fold to the right side, double knee spinal twist. And switch sides. Come back to the middle. All right, rock up to a seated position here. Sit nice and tall. And from here, you're going to go ahead and take those toes off the floor. Find your balance. Contracting the abdominals, round it back. Control that back motion, come up before the toes hit, sit tall and stretch. Take your hands off, repeat. We're controlling this with your center. Keep those toes off the floor. And start to slowly extend the legs in that seated position. Control that back motion. Hold and stretch. Back and stretch. Now grab onto those ankles. Rock back and stretch. Contract, rounding back and stretch. Take everything at your own level. We're showing modifiers first. Reach the arms overhead, hold, hold, hold. And butterfly stretch. Release any hip flexor tension. All right, come down onto your side. You're in one straight line. You can rest your head to your hand. You're going to take your legs forward just a little bit, just a slight angle. Turning out from the hips, so heels together, toes apart. Lift both legs up off the floor, contracting that upper oblique, and that top leg bends in. Stretch it as long as you can. Flex, drop, and point. Here we go. In, up, flex, drop, and point. Taking that standing arm off makes it a little more difficult. Be sure when you point, you roll through the ball of the foot. Relax. Great. Continuing with the oblique, reach to the wall in front of you. You're going to slightly rotate onto that butt cheek as you come up, bending the knees as a modifier, and then slowly come back down to your side and reach. We're rotating up, straight legs is your full exercise, and down. Teaser with the twist. That's what I like to call it. Reach, 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 hold, and relax. Nice work. All right, let's roll over to the other side. Same thing on this side, right? You're going to pull those feet slightly forward, turning out from the hips, heels together, toes apart. Lift both legs off the floor. The top leg bends in. Extend straight, flex, drop, and point. Breathing, reaching, lengthening. You're working a lot of different things with this exercise. A lot of different muscles. One more. Nice work. Relax. All right, continuing with that top oblique. Teaser with a twist. Reach your hand in front of you before you start to round up. Rotate back onto that butt cheek. Reach, stretch. Bending is a modifier. And slowly take it down. All right. You're contracting that oblique as you pull up and releasing slowly as you come down. Reach, exhale. And here we go with your last one. We hold this one. Hold, hold, hold. 3, 2, and 1. Good job. All right, roll onto your belly. We're going to work the center, your lower back. All right, I like to call this one the Jennifer Grey from Dirty Dancing, the baby. All right, reach the hands behind you. Tuck the chin back so you're stretching through the back of the neck. Imagine your arms are being pulled. We lift the upper and lower body and release. Again, squeeze, stretch, lift, and release. There is no tension in the neck with this one. Flutter those feet. Swimming the arms around. Reaching in each direction. You can also take your arms in front for a harder version. Relax. Wiggle those hips side to side. Take that again, lifting up. Now click those heels together. All right, squeezing the inner thighs. This gives you that nice curve in the lower back. And relax. Look to one side, wiggle those hips. And roll back onto your back. All right, let's move along. From here, you're going to contract the abdominals back towards your spine, rotate the tailbone under, and push up into your bridge. So this starts from the core, starts from your center. All right, just hold this for a second. We're going to go up onto the toes and then heels. Rocking onto the toes, heels. Try not to let those hips drop as you do this. You're going to stay onto your toes and tiptoe in a little closer to your body, pushing up a little higher. Take that right toe up to the ceiling. Flex the foot as you drop, point as you pull back. Flex, drop, point, snap, back, Batma kick. Other side, same thing. Left toe up, point, flex as you drop, point, and snap it back. Modified version, bent knees. Last one. Pushing up and slowly round it down. Pull those knees into your chest and circle it out. Right. Strength and flexibility are tied together. Pull yourself into a tiny little ball. You're going to grab onto your heels. From there, you're going to round your hands underneath your lower back for a modified version, or keep them out for the full version. Extend those toes in front and tuck. Reaching the arms overhead is that full exercise. So you have 3 options here: hands under your lower back, just the legs, or the legs and the arms. Again, we're moving at an advanced speed, so if you need to, you can always pause the video, slow down, repeat, and then start back up. We're moving pretty quick in this one. All right, and let's circle those knees around, releasing the lower back. All right, we're going to come back around to all fours, going into a plank position. All right, elbows underneath the shoulders. Curl the toes under, squeeze your butt, rotating the pelvis under. We're going to show different variations of plank. The first is by twisting the hips and working the obliques. Another side, same thing. Or you can just hold plank. Coming back to center, we're going to lift one leg at a time. Just the leg lifts. Seesawing, pushing front and back, working the arches of your feet. Or pushing up onto your toes and rounding up through those abdominals. One of my favorites. All right, and come to a child's pose. Release the lower back, open the shoulders and chest. Okay, we're going to do just some quick seated stretches before we move along to the final tail end of class. So let's start by coming to a butterfly stretch, really, really quick. Palms of the feet together, grab your ankles instead of your toes, round over. Take a breath, we'll only be here for a couple seconds. And now extend your toes from your knees, there's your straddle. Sitting up nice and tall, engage the abdominals, reach the arms up overhead. We're going to lean from side to side, keeping your shoulders stacked. You don't have to go far. Feel your top oblique pulling you back and forth. If straddle is difficult for you, you can sit on an elevated surface, a block, or a rolled up mat. Take your feet in front of you, fold over, pike stretch. Come to a crisscross position, reaching one arm overhead. Other side. All right, we're going to come on back around onto your back. Let's go into teaser. Reaching your arms overhead, I want you to arch the back so that your entire lower back comes off the floor. Stretch the abs. Now I want you to contract those abdominals and round them back to the floor. Hold. I'm going to show you some modifiers first. Reaching your hands to the wall in front of you, lift your head and shoulders off the floor. Your right knee comes in toward the shoulder, followed by the left. And then we slowly round down. That's option 1. Option 2, same thing, we round up upper body, but then you take your knees into your chest, coming to that seated position. Slowly, controlled, round down. Option 3, we repeat that same point, but from that seated position, you're going to extend the legs straight, or as straight as you can, and slowly round down. And option 4 is full teaser, legs stay straight the whole time. Exhale as you come up. And exhale as you come down. Whichever one you want. Here we go. Listen to your body. It's okay to modify. This is one of the hardest Pilates exercises. Notice my eyes and my hands are reaching toward the same focal point. Tuck that chin, hold, and relax. All right. Tuck both knees into your chest, circle it out, and come on back to your seated position. Let's come back to where we started. We're on all fours. Coming to a high plank push-up position. Pulling the right knee into the chest, followed by the left. We did this on our back earlier in the class. Now we're doing it in plank. Pulse 1, 2. 1, 2. You can twist or you can do it straight, whatever you like. Back to all fours. Rounding through cat. Drop the belly to cow. Child's pose. We're almost finished, you guys. All right, let's do some standing balancing work here. Oh, pet a cat. There you go. Grab some water if you need to. All right. You're going to curl your toes under, round back to your heels, stretching through your arches. The same concepts that apply to all the mat work are going to apply to your standing work. We're moving from center. The surface area is now your foot. Move it around. Head is heavy. Slowly stack. All right, stick with me for this last one. All right, spread your toes out on the floor. Get a nice steady surface area underneath you. Bending your right knee. You're going to extend the leg behind you, hinging forward. Reach, reach, reach. Let me readjust there. Sorry, one more time. Reach that leg behind you. You can bend the standing leg if you need to. And then we pull everything into the chest. Remember, we did this in the very beginning on all fours. Now you're doing it on one foot. Good. Let's try the other side. Remember, one side might feel a lot easier than the other. It's very normal to have that imbalance. Go slow. Find out where the weakness is in your body. Exhale, contract. Inhale, extension. Contraction. Extension. Breathe. Just a couple more. Last one right here. And you are finished. Thank you guys. Have a good day.